What's happening, everybody? Come on in, sit down, sit a spell, as they say, sit a spell. Sorry, new phone mount. Getting that worked out. Did not get mine back the other day. I sit there and waited on that guy till 5 o'clock. His appointment was at 5 o'clock. Either he ghosted me and he got in and got out before I saw him, or I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. How's everybody doing out there tonight? Huh? How's everybody doing? Let's see here. Who all's in the house? Let me get a few things adjusted as usual. Get off my wallet. Get off my wallet. There we go. There we go. Now the show can start. Everybody hit that thumbs up when you come in if you could. Yeah. I'm over here at the Loves in let me know if you can hear me, everybody. I don't know. If you can't hear me or see me, it's going to be a problem. But I'm over here in Eden, Ohio at the Loves, right there in between the toll plazas in Indiana and Ohio. And we got no water over here at this Loves. No water. That's going to be a problem. I was planning on taking a shower. So they said it'd be back on in a couple hours. That's what we're going to do. We're going to wait it out. Probably got a huge mess going up here. I'm going to open this anyway to let a little light in. But yeah, that's where we're at. Hopefully, um, excuse me, the Pepsi's making me belch. There you go. There's one for everybody that enjoys the belching. The hell is this? Oh, that's a Mountain Dew. That's a Mountain Dew. All right. Let's get on with the show. Let's get it popping and locking. Who all's here? Gary Bates, number one on my end. Mr. Gary Bates says, let me turn some brightness down over here real quick. That's not what Gary says. That's what I say. What are we doing? What are we doing? There we go. I think we're good. Gary Bates in Wyoming. In Wyoming, I like to spell it WHY question mark OMING. Wyoming. That's what I like to do. That's what I like to do. And he says, in Wyoming and been here for 72 hours. My God, everybody say a prayer for Gary Bates real quick. That sounds like misery. That sounds like misery. Sorry, all my notifications are going off. Oh, let me get some light. Mm, mm. All things, all things a professional YouTuber would do before they go live. Not this guy. Not this guy. Not me. You won't find me doing that. Seat of our pants. That's how we fly. Isn't that Delta's motto? I think that's Delta. We fly by the seat of our pants or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I could hook that light up there. That's really not a lot of light, man. There's ain't no light in these Freightliners. Anybody else experience that when you drive your Freightliner? Uh, Gary Bates gonna be stuck in Wyoming for 72 hours already, possibly there till Tuesday. Holy shit! What's a Greyhound bus ticket cost out of there? Um, you look it up, Gary. The Greyhound's on me if you want out of there. we can't have Gary Bates stuck in Wyoming. That's crazy. Night Ranger said, I've been up to Newcastle, Wyoming. Not much there. You're lucky you have internet. Stay warm. Exactly. I'm probably going to kick my bunk heater on here in a minute. We're at 14 degrees over here in Ohio. Not bad. I think that's kind of where we're going to, the low for tonight's like 12. So, you know, um, unless you buy your fuel in the South, you really don't need, at like 12, 14 degrees, the fuel you buy like in Ohio up north, that's already been treated. You really don't need to put an extra in there at that temperature. I seen people over there pouring some in, but you got maybe they bought their fuel down in like maybe they bought their fuel in Tennessee today or something. Maybe Alabama. Who knows? Texas. You probably want to treat that fuel if you bought it down there, but just saying. I've seen a lot of people pouring it in over there. One guy, I don't know who it was, but somebody poured some Rescue 911 in there and then threw the bottle down on the ground. And I was like, yeah, that's about a dumbass right there. Number one, throwing your bottle on the ground, that's a dumbass move. Number two, if you're gelling up at 14 degrees and you need Rescue 911, the red bottle, you only put the red bottle in after you've been jailed. you don't do that before you gel. Like if you're using power service, the white bottle is for before, red bottle is after. Um, just saying, just saying. No, know it all trucker here. Know it all trucker. I'm the Dr. Phil of trucking. I know it all. Never did shit, but I know it all. That Dr. Phil. I don't know if y'all know that guy. He kind of gets on my nerves a little bit. Like, he's not a real doctor. Number one, that's the big thing that kills me. Is that dude ain't even a doctor. Dr. Phil ain't even a doctor, from what I know. Now I don't know everything, but I know I've heard people say he's not even a doctor. So I could see that. I can see that. He doesn't seem very medical to me. Um, Yeah, see, Mark's in the house. What's up, Mark? How you doing this week? What's up? Not much. Yeah, stay warm up there, Gary. Gary, I could not make a phone call for three. I could not make a phone call 3 days ago and no internet. Oh, that's brutal. Brutal. Yeah, I'm glad that's back for you. I got the link up at the top if anybody wants to call in. I just ask that, you're not driving and you have something to say, call in, chat it up a little bit. That's all I really ask, Be respectful. Don't talk smack about nobody. That's my job. What else? What else? What else? What else? Cursing to a minimum. I don't care if you curse, just, no, like, five bad ones in a row, because honestly, I don't care what sound you make with your mouth. It does not offend me, but it does some people. So we'll keep it legit, in case somebody's riding in the car with their kids in the back, earmuffs, Uncle Cash always says earmuffs, like, but yeah, I like when people call in, we'll chat it up. We'll learn something about some viewers. If anybody wants to hit me up, there's a StreamYard at the top. You just click that link. Make sure you got some internet, because you're going to need some internet to get everything rocking. Other than that, it's just truckers talking trucking stuff. Gus in the house. Gus says, nice, I made it. Yes, sir. You're right in here in the thick of it. Hang on a second. There we go. There went all my updated chat. I was like, where the hell's my chat at? It wasn't showing. So showing on that phone, not on this phone. Peaches and Grease in the house. What's up, Peaches and Grease? Everybody go check out Peaches and Grease YouTube channel over there. I like it. She's starting to put out some more content. We're digging it. Thumbnail is creeping me out. Yeah, that thumbnail is meant to creep you out. That is for sure. All right, we got Alexandra in the house. Let's see if we can get a. We've been trying to make this work for like a week or two. What's up, Alexandra?
Hey, how are you? Give me a quick moment here.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. What are you hauling this week, if you don't mind talking about it?
Um, right now I've got. Go ahead, Cash.
Oh, go ahead.
I say I've got about 42,000 pounds of ice cream, and I will say that it is so cold up here. I've actually had trouble with this load. When I
Really?
woke up, yeah, when I woke up today, the wind chill was 15 below zero.
Nice.
And yeah, well, it was so cold that it caused the reefer unit to gel up, and the reefer was completely topped off.
Oh
So
man.
yeah, I picked the load up in Lamar's, and
Uh-huh.
by the time I got to Cedar Falls, I had to stop with load once to try and reboot the trailer. I was You happen to know where the Casey's is in early Iowa?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, yeah, I stopped there to get breakfast, because they're sausage gravy pizza, breakfast of champions.
Right.
And I got, the pizza and I got to looking at it and it was throwing a 681 code and I went and I rebooted it and I didn't even get half hour down the road and it was doing the same thing. And I called the shop, and they said, well, it's 10 below zero out. It's ice cream. It's not going to melt.
Right.
At least not in 10 below zero. If it was middle of the summer, that'd be another story.
Yeah, you'd
Um,
have trouble.
yeah, well, knock on wood. That's not wood. Whatever the
Imi-
fuck.
Imitational plastic wood works.
That's not even in an imitational. That's not even imitational wood. That's just like cheap, and it's almost like early 2000s GM sticky plastic. If you remember that from like
Yep.
one of those old school Oldsmobile Bravidas, you push the button and it just sticks there. It's like, oh, of course,
So
that.
so what are they? What are we doing? You just going to deliver the load because it's so cold out, or did they
Oh,
put you in the shop,
they,
or?
I actually stopped at a Thermo King there in Cedar Falls. They had me fixed within 30 minutes, and I was back on the road. Of
Nice.
course, my load is going to Washington Courthouse, Ohio, which is, if you
Yep.
can visualize this, it's between Cincinnati, Dayton, and Columbus.
Yeah. On US 35.
US 35 and 794, I think it is. Ohio
Oh yeah.
794. Yeah,
Yeah.
going to the Walmart there.
Yeah. You heading to Walmart? I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
um.
I don't get too many Walmart loads, so I don't particularly
Right.
mind it at all.
That's not a bad Walmart right there either. I've had pretty good experiences there. So, do you want to talk about where you work at and tell anybody about what you're doing?
Sure, you want to do a quick fire round? You got some questions, or people in there got some questions? I'll answer it for them.
Yeah, and so what company is it?
I drive for a Schuster company based out of Lamar's, Iowa.
Yep. And if anybody wants more information on Schuster, you can shoot me an email. Like I say, just do your research. Make sure you're within their hiring area. You like the company, the way it sounds. Shoot me an email. I can get you more information on them. Alexandra's, shares things with me that I think it's a good company from what I see. It looks like I don't understand why a lot of these people working for these B rate, reefer carriers ain't at Schuster.
I was gonna say, what the hell are you doing at Trans Am if you've got a year of experience? The
Exactly. Yeah.
32 cents a mile, Jesus Christ. You might as well be selling your soul to me, and I collect them.
Uh, you and Bezos collecting souls. That's top two people I know collect souls.
The only difference is I don't get paid to collect souls.
Okay, it's a work of passion for you.
It's out of the goodness of my heart.
There you go. There you go. So if so y'all do a lot of ice cream loads. Obviously, you're out of Lamar's. That's
Yes, correct. That is correct. And I actually was speaking to another driver yesterday when I got back to the yard for routine maintenance. And we do 5 times more ice cream than we do of our next biggest customer, which is Tyson.
okay.
And we are the largest contract carrier for Blue Bunny Wells ice cream.
Yep.
So,
I see a lot of those Blue Bunnies trailers hooked to those Schuster trucks. So I could believe it.
mhm.
I could believe it.
Well,
Last time I was over there in Lamar's, it looked like Schuster Terminal over there. So when I was at Blue Bunny last time, it looked like y'all's terminal basically.
well, they a lot of things have changed up there since you've been up there last, probably. Obviously, I've only been pulling for these guys for I want to say started July 1st. So, unfortunately, I only count by sixes because I count everything as a six pack.
Right?
So,
Uh,
but I think it's been about 7 months now. But
okay.
in the last 5 months, when I was there, I made probably close to 35 or 36 grand.
Wow.
I'm, yeah, and I'm just a company driver. I mean, we got a pay raise at the end of 2020, and then we got a pay raise at the beginning of this year. And then me personally, I got a pay raise for staying 6 months. And then I think I'll get another one after 12 months. And then I think it's one, you get an extra penny every year after that until you
Okay.
top out. When with so with the bonus that, you know, unless you really mess up, you damage the truck, damage someone's property, damage the freight, or you just lazy and you don't plan your trip and you're late and you're not communicative about it, you get 5 cents a mile on all miles every single month, which um, averages out to be about 500, 550, and that's paid out on the second week of every month or the second Friday of every month. Pardon
Okay.
me.
Yeah, that's and now Schuster, they don't start you out at like 25 cents a mile like some of these others like Stevens Transport or Trans Am or
No,
what's a
no,
year
no.
what's a year of experience pay over there? Do you know?
Year of experience, you'd come in starting at, I believe it is 51 now. I would have to check. Um, I'll, of course, I'll follow up and double check and let you know to make sure I'm not spewing a bunch of bullshit. Because
50
that's,
51 is solid though. 51 like anybody
I'm,
out there, if you've got a year of experience and you're not making 51 cents a mile, send me an email. It's in the description down there. Just hit me up because that's ridiculous to be making less than 30 40
well,
cents a mile.
and that's even prior to the bonus. That doesn't even count the bonus. So
Okay,
with the
so
bonus, I'm looking at 56 by the end of my first full year, which will be around my birthday. Consequently, it'll be 57 cents a mile, give or take, which
nice.
I'm not going to balk at that. Hell, I've got an
No.
Amazon addiction that I need to feed.
Hey, 57 cents is solid. I don't care what anybody says. Like, you come in, you drive the truck, you do your job, you make 57 cents a mile. There's no shame in that game. There's, like I've did lease purchase before and I made about 57 cents a mile before I had to pay taxes. I had to buy insurance. Like you got none of that risk and you're making the same kind of money.
Right now, I am not prepared for the risk. Um, I'm a stage 3B, like it's a late stage 3B cancer survivor that ended up progressing into stage 4 by the time they realized that, what was going to work. And
Wow.
I'm still kind of dealing with the fallout of that financially and physically and everything.
Right.
I want to take care of that shit first. Plus, I
Yeah.
got 2 car notes and I'm living my best life right now. And if that means I have to wait on getting me that obnoxious, murdered out 350-inch wheelbase long nose Pete that gets 4 miles to the gallon, I'm gonna hold off.
Uh,
Not that I would,
yeah.
not that I would ever want something that fucking ridiculous, because for real, I could not get that into half the places we go to.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you earn that truck with your struggles. Like uh, pull up, back up, pull up, back up. And I would recommend even if you were financially set not to get that truck, but to each
No,
their
that
own.
well, I
I
mean, you got to look at it this way. You know, like you've said, freight's not always going to be $4 a mile with $2 a gallon diesel.
no, I
There's
mean
going to be
this.
some days. Go ahead, man.
No, I was gonna say this past summer and fall was like it's the time we'll look back on it and we'll say, oh, you remember that because that's not the
Fucking
normal.
gravy
Like,
train. Yeah,
yeah,
fucking gravy train, man.
yep,
And like even for volumes of freight, like I would consider ice cream to be one of those things that people emotionally eat.
Yep.
Man, people were emotionally eating their hearts out this year. Apparently, COVID is really depressing. Who would have known?
Uh-huh.
Bunch of people
That's
dying, disease being depressing.
that's a
Man,
good
sorry,
point. I
that
didn't
was
think
a
of
good.
that. I never thought of it that way, but yeah, that's the way. I mean, ice cream is never going to not sell. I mean, there's always a reason for ice cream. You know what I mean? Like,
I was gonna say I had two ice cream sandwiches today, and it's the warmest it got out from where I was driving today was 5 above 0.
whew,
Well, and then imagine this. You remember the wrestler Butterbean from the
uh-huh.
90s? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm basically like the trans female version of that person. And of course, I walk out in just a t-shirt and pants and my boots like I normally do, and I got people looking around like, you know, it's like 10 below. What the hell's she doing? Wearing a t-shirt, sliding a tan. It's like I, of
Right.
course,
I
then I'll,
I used to be tough like that when I was a kid. I've got old. I've got a little soft, man. I got to have my coat, my hat, my gloves, and my. I mean, I was out here I put a little hose on the truck. You screw it on with your hand. I was out there
Mhm.
5 minutes, and got back in here complaining, rubbing my hands like an old man. I was like, like had to start a fire.
Well, I mean, I would more attribute that to you being from the South.
Yeah.
Uh, out of all fairness, part of my family does come from Kentucky, so I'm
Sorry
you
to
know
hear that.
I was gonna say everybody's gonna run away now because they hear the banjos playing in the background.
Uh, oh, now if you're from the South, you got to make fun of the other states. It's just the way it is.
No,
It's
I
just the way it
mean
is.
at least we're not Arkansas. Hey, you
That ought
want
to
to
be
know why?
Kentucky's slogan.
At least we're not Arkansas. You know why the toothbrush was invented in Arkansas, right?
Uh.
Anywhere else, it would have been a teeth brush.
Oh, so so let's talk Schuster again for a minute because I really want people to like. I want people to recognize Schuster. It's one of these companies that's big enough to take care of you, but still pay you well, give you nice equipment. So
And it
I
doesn't
don't know.
have the downsides of a mega carrier. We
Right,
don't
right,
we don't have half a dozen terminals and people, you know, in one central area where each of the terminals is 500 miles away at minimum. You go into
right,
the yard, the dispatcher's right upstairs. That's what I like
right.
about it. I have a good working relationship with my dispatcher, and of course, sometimes she enjoys my dry humor dad jokes, and other times she just, I'm sure she's rolling her eyes into the back of her head.
So I'm sure you really pay attention with the cancer scare and everything. So how are the benefits over there? Because that's huge.
Um, we have your regular benefit, which I would have to dig out my book here, but I would have to move all of my evil t-shirts and
No,
stuff like that.
I'm just looking for general. Is it like
Well, for me, a single person, unwell single person, it's 70, between 75 and 80 a week. So it's not bad. It's not super expensive. And the deductible is only, I want to say, 3 grand for people who are, unwell. And of course,
yeah?
we've got short term disability. I think it's up to like 11 or 12 weeks. That's really cheap. I've got that. Um, You can have, you got your life insurance, dental, vision. I've, I've got all my benefits wrapped up for under $100 a week.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Could I? Yeah. Well, could I get it cheaper somewhere else? Probably. Do I really care to go anywhere else? Not really. I mean, this is the best trucking job I've ever had. I mean, and I'm not
Right.
just being, my last job was a decent job. I was there for 2 years. My first job was with U.S. Express, and well, let's just put it this way: I'm still recovering downstairs from all the blunt force trauma I had to deal with.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
we
Uh,
all had to get it somehow. Okay, so the Western. I
so
will say
so overall, you would
one of
recommend
the
people,
one of
check out Schuster?
absolutely.
Sorry,
I
go
mean,
ahead.
if they're willing to stay out, yeah, if they're willing to stay out, 2 3 weeks, and they're comfortable with hauling refrigerated freight, I'd say, give them a call, see what they have in your area. Especially if
Right.
you live in the Midwest. We Right now we're not hiring anybody out of Florida, from what I understand, just because Florida is a freight hole.
Right.
You know, it's a giant retirement home from Atlanta South, basically.
Right. Yeah, you got to have some good connections to go down there, and um it's probably
Yeah,
better for them just
that's
to
for sure.
contract that out, because I think the last time I went to Florida with ice cream, I think it was a Schuster load. So, um,
Well, and I mean, honestly, I can't blame them. I mean, if the rates down going down there $4, that's great. But if you have to deadhead from Miami to Atlanta, that's a whole day's driving right there.
yeah,
I mean,
that's a,
your rate just went from $4 to $3 just because of deadhead.
right. Yeah, it
So
knocks a hole in it. So, with and like, if you don't mind, like, what's a week look like? Like, are you doing shorter loads or longer loads, or
it depends on the week. Sometimes I'll tell my dispatcher's name is Sarah. I'm not giving out last names here.
right?
I'll say, hey, Sarah, instead of sending me to Ohio, send me somewhere, and I'll usually, say something facetious or smart ass or something, but usually I'm going out to like Vegas or something, and I'll tell her,
Okay.
awesome, I get to send for the weekend.
Yeah, that's good that you can kind of, have that conversation with your dispatch, to kind of, because I don't know why more companies don't do that. They got freight that goes everywhere, but
Right.
yeah, they don't want to even want to know what the driver wants to do. It's like, you can keep drivers around if you work with them a little bit.
Cooperate.
So,
Right.
yeah.
Well, and like this weekend, I don't mind it so much. I'm going to Ohio. I don't mind
Okay.
Ohio, other than I think Ohio is Indiana's trash can, but that's my opinion. If
Oh, man.
Ohio's Indiana's trash can, I'd hate to know what Illinois is.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It's a family show. I'll have to let that one slide. But
I was gonna say, I, I I spent a fair amount of time in East St. Louis for the better part of 2 years between rounds of my chemo treatment. Uh, let's just say it needs more than just some rust preventative.
yeah, yeah, they're
We'll,
having
we'll
trouble
keep it
over
at
there,
that.
man. That's a rough spot.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth, man? But unlike some of these companies, they may be good companies that you get them from out of like Memphis or something like that, or St. Louis. You don't have to worry about being in a rough spot up there. I
Yeah.
I I shit you not. The town is 10,000 people on a good day. And like uh, Sioux City, it's a nice little town. It's only got about 100 and some odd thousand people, which is about the size of the town that I live in, which is a suburb of Indianapolis. And I mean, for that to be, obviously different part of the country, that's considered a city in that part of the country.
Right.
But you're not going to run into like the riffraff, you know, of if you go to a carrier in a larger city, hey, look, hairdo.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's I don't know. I like Schuster. A lot of people may not, but I like the area they run. Mostly Midwest. Um, I don't know. I think it's a good company from what I hear. I recommend people check it out if they want to know more. Shoot me an email. Emails in the description down below. And I would ask people if Alexandra does help you out with information there. Uh, get a referral code or something, because like there's no shame
Um,
in if someone helps you, they same thing.
I was gonna say, just tell them that Lexi sent you, and
Okay.
uh, they'll know who I am. That
Okay.
I'm in the office at least once every other week, if not every week. Um,
Yeah.
I guess a couple extra tips if you guys want to come on over, but you're looking to make even more money. Um, if you feel compelled to go mess with a bunch of Canadians, we do have a few loads here and there going up to our maple crackhead cousins of the north, and that's $150 each way for a border crossing. So you go up
Oh
there,
wow.
it's 150. You come back, it's 150. Yeah.
Wow.
Of course, you're going to get tied up in customs, so I hope you don't mind being tied up. Um,
Yeah, I've
your
crossed the
mind
border a bunch. I have crossed the border a bunch into
went to the
Canada. I
bad
didn't get
place.
a I didn't get an extra penny for when I crossed over. Um so yeah, that's pretty sweet. I'm glad there's companies out there that still pay up. Looks like Alexandra may have locked up on us. We'll give that a second. I'm gonna turn my bunk heater on, guys. Hang on a second. It's getting cold in here. Oh, there's Alexandra. We're back. Sorry, I gotta
Yeah,
turn
as
this
I say, I
bunk
was
heater
getting the
on. It's
spinning wheel of death.
yeah,
Where
StreamYard is a little
where are
rough.
you at that it's so cold? I was gonna say, where is it at that it's so cold that you actually need a bunk heater?
I'm in Eden, Ohio. It is I don't know. Like 12, 14. I think it's 14 degrees. So,
Okay, I'll cut you some slack. It's 5 degrees here.
yeah. I think
Um,
it's I don't know. My
but
watch says
I know,
14, but my watch ain't always right.
well, technology, gotta love it.
Right? Right?
But another way that you could earn some extra cash over here is by having a hazmat endorsement. Believe it or not, bulk flavoring liquid needs to be transported with hazmat placarding. I don't
Yep.
know if any of you do that, but the more the better. And we do have some liquid bulk aren't transported in a tanker. What they'll do is they'll put bulks in the refrigerator unit and stack it back like you've got pallets, but they're in giant 250-gallon tanks, and I oftentimes will haul 250-gallon totes of liquid egg whites from Cherokee, Iowa, down to a bakery in just outside of Indianapolis, and that's
Okay.
40,000 pounds of egg white liquid. So it that does behave more like a liquid, but you're driving like um, it's like driving with a baffled tanker, which that doesn't
Yeah.
bother me. Um, We don't do smooth bore tankers. Um, we do have some like dry van stuff. We have stuff for a company called Bumgars. Wrap this up. My girlfriend keeps calling me.
All right, so
Yes, they're kind of.
oh, I think we might be losing Alexandra again. You there? All right, then I think we're
Yeah,
back.
I'm here.
All right, we were logging up there for a minute. So, yeah, if anybody's interested in Schuster, Alexandra's got to hop off obligations and whatnot. But I do appreciate you coming in, telling us about Schuster. If you're out there and you got 1 year of experience and you live in, you know, Midwest, extended Midwest, definitely look into them. If you live anywhere, look into them. If you're making like, less than 51 cents a mile, Google up Schuster and check them out. If you find out you're more interested in them than the average guy, hit me up in the email. Uh, I'll try to get you in touch with Alexandra here, and you can learn more about Schuster. Sound like a plan? Oh, I think Alexandra.
Uh, I was say you were cutting out the whole time, but from what it sounds like, you covered all your bases.
Okay. Well, it was good talking
So
to you. Thanks for
I'm
coming
gonna
in.
hop off of here. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
hop off of here
thank
before
you.
my girlfriend starts casting spells or something.
Yeah, you're gonna be in trouble. You better get on top of that. Hey, thanks again. We'll talk to you later.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, take care, man. Bye.
Bye. All right, what's there? Let me get to some comments here. I know we're way behind on comments. DIY with a 99-cent super sticker. Thank you very much, DIY. Appreciate that. Let me run through some comments here, see what everybody's doing. Rick in the house. Doing good. Hope you're well. Thank you. Gary Bates says I'm trying to watch Urination Station. Yeah, that's yeah. Check that video out. K Save in the house. Stephen Davis in the house. Mike Dooley, looking for a great show. Oh, you have came to the right place, Mr. Dooley. Philip Trucker in the house. What's up? Cash still in the loaner. No, we're back in Betty here. We're back into Betty. Got rid of that loaner. Everything looks like it's okay as of right now. We'll see. We will see how it all shakes out. Um, Gary Bates had a cash. Jerry Rocks in the house. What's up, Jerry Rocks? Ain't seen you in a minute. Says I'm back to running after getting over COVID. All right, man. Hope you bounce back good. Paul Harris. Hey there. What's up, Paul? The man, the myth, and the legend. Maxim Raids. What's up, Cash Man? Long time no see. Yeah, what's up, brother? Mike Dooley, looks like you are still in the loaner truck. No, this is we at home. I mean, the same exact trucks basically. Um, let's see. Lone Star, good evening. Jamie in the house. Hello, Cash and Club members. Yeah, this is the Dr. Phil hour. If anybody got anything they need to work out. Paul Harris, need to get one of those vlog ring lights. You'll be easy to recognize in the light. Yeah, I've seen those. Looking into those. As of right now, we're rocking this. We're rocking this LED light. Um, it's really a matter of where to put the dang thing. Like, I don't know. How's that? Is that better? Um, I think it was maybe better before. We'll rock it like this for a minute because this leaves shadows. Like whenever I do, like move my hands. So I don't know. Let's see. Mile High 1010. What up? I bought mine in LA and I'm heading to PA. It is it snowing in Ohio? No, it's a frozen mess though. The Loves I'm at, they need to work on this parking lot. It's becoming like a sheet of glass. I tried to walk in earlier and I slid halfway across this parking lot. Yeah, yeah, not a fan of that. Paul Harris, my trainer, left his truck in the yard and flew home when they left him not moving, but he warned them they were in disbelief until they called the house. Yeah, exactly. Tell them what you're going to do and then, make them live up to it. Salute to that guy. Salute to that guy. I don't like that light being there, by the way. I'm going to put the light back up here. Yeah, need me a vloggering. You're right. Definitely need that vloggering. I would hang it from the air horn, but I don't want to mess around and hit that. These people sleeping around here. Angelica Jane in the house. Angelica Jane says, "Hey there, stuck on 80 again. Closed for the next 17 hours or more. Oh my God, Angelica Jane, are you okay? Do you have provisions? Going to be there for 17 hours. Holy crap! I hate running across 80. I do. I just hate it. Mike Dooley, what about Tulsa, Oklahoma? Do they treat the fuel? Tulsa, Oklahoma, I might treat that fuel. That's a little, I don't know. I mean, yeah, if I was coming up here or like Minnesota, like Wisconsin right now, I mean, we're in a deep freeze up there right now, like 0 degrees last night in Wisconsin. 0 degrees. I'm treating fuel. Treating fuel. Let's see what's up with K Save. K Save in the house. What's up, K Save?
Hey, what's up, man? I want to talk about the Mother's Day flower loads leaving South Florida right now. I don't know whether
Is
you
it
know what I'm talking
already that
about.
time? Is it already that time?
Yeah, man. Yeah, February 14th. Like my buddy's down there right now. Like he drives, he runs for the same company I do. So they're picking up right over by the airport, I guess. Maybe the flowers are being flown in, which I could imagine. And so he's
Yeah.
getting $2,000 to go from Miami to Jacksonville, right? And that includes the deadhead back. And then he picks up a load that's going to, I can't imagine how many stops it has, but it goes to Walgreens and New Hampshire and Maine, bro, $10,000, and he's paper locked.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Nice. Yeah, flower loads, man.
insane.
They're money. They're money. Are these driver unloads? Are these
Yeah, yeah,
are we
it's
are
all driver unloads. It's Walgreens, so it's not even low. I don't even know how you get the truck into some of those places without getting stuck. You know?
hmm, yeah. Yeah, you're earning that money for sure, but damn that's good money. Like that's damn good money. That's what that is.
Yeah, man.
Um so
I
is
got
that
a
where
truck
you're
update
going?
too, real quick, bro.
Yeah, go ahead.
No,
You
I'm on
said,
my way to Chicago. I gotta go to a wedding on Friday. So yeah, so
"Oh,
anyways, man,
man.
I think the trucks every time the truck's running good, I think about like cosmetic stuff I can do. Like I really want to get my wheels powder coated black because I have like the white steelies on it, and I just
Uh-huh.
think about all these little things I could do to clean it up. And then every single time that I start feeling like everything's good, something's broken. And now, like whenever I press in my clutch pedal, it's just making like a hissing sound. Like it's not right. Like something's still down there is like clacking around. I thought it was
Mm,
maybe the transmission. Well, anyways, I go check my oil today and my truck is making oil and I did the whole I don't know, maybe I have an injector cup or something that's leaking, but it doesn't smell like fuel. But I did the napkin trick, where you take the drips of oil, put it on the napkin, and if it forms a halo, it will that's supposed to be diesel fuel, I guess. I've never done it before, but it looks kind of weird, and my oil pressure is kind of off, like it's running kind of high, and I still have metal shavings in the oil too. So it's just like, really?
mm.
How like when you walk back sometimes you get out of the truck stop, you start walking towards and you kind of look back at your truck like, yeah, I earned this. Like now it's just like a grin, like I hate you, you know?
Uh, yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe time to upgrade while the rates are good.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see.
You can't give her
But
up, can you? You just can't give her up.
nah,
Oh man,
nah. Well,
I've so
anyways, bro,
been
I
there.
put off on the shoulder
I've
because
so been there.
I just wanted to hit you up. But yeah, I mean that's all I got. But yeah, nah, man. If you could get, if you watch those loads on the board, like I don't look at the load board or whatever. But man, if you could get a really good rate getting into South Florida, and if you wanted to do one of those flower loads or whatever, like now's the time. Because I mean, obviously they
Right.
have to be off before Valentine's Day. So,
Right. Yeah.
but
Yeah. Valentine's Day and Mother's Day, man, that's when you hit them hard on the flower loads. Um, I did one out of there a while back, maybe last year. I think it was up to Kansas City. It went to a warehouse. They actually unloaded it for me. But yeah, it paid really well to go from like Miami to Kansas City. So, uh,
yeah,
like you say, it's a good deal, man. If you can get in at a good rate and get out at a good rate, it's money. But it's
yeah,
rare.
and that
It's
only
rare. So,
happens. It's super rare, especially in Florida. Like that's like the best time in the corner
yep,
of the market because when produce starts hitting in Florida, that's when it switches and you start seeing, not so good rates coming into
yep.
Florida. So, like, I'm
Yeah,
hoping to catch
there's like a
something really good leaving Chicago. So,
there's
sorry.
like a brief time there on produce where like you can get in at a good rate and you can get out at a good rate, but it don't last but a couple days, and then they catch on to it, and then it starts evening out a little bit. But the same way with flowers, I guess. There's probably a few days you can get in and get out, but they'll catch on to it. Those brokers, man, they're smart about it. So,
Yeah, pretty much Mother's Day and Valentine's Day, and that's it. So,
yep. So you got a killer load out of Chicago, I'm assuming.
I hope so, man. I showed you the rate confirmations. We do a lot of places out of that Strauss place in Wish. Oh man, I don't know the name. I can't pronounce it in Wisconsin. So I'm really hoping to get that because I hate Chicago. I don't have a truck GPS, so just going there and having two drops there is just nerve wracking enough. So I don't care. Like it's crazy
Right.
because when I first started driving, I used to run in and out of Chicago with Warner all the time, and I was a rookie, and it never bothered me. But the older I get, the more stressed I get, and it's whatever though.
Yeah, just put on your bulletproof vest and walk in a zigzag pattern. That's my advice for Chicago.
Yeah, I don't know why, bro. I'm getting like a lot of lag on your side, or it might be my phone too. I only have one bar, so I'm gonna hop off here. But yeah, I just wanted to just say what's up. But
All right, man. Yeah, thanks for popping in. Have a good one.
yes, yes, sir. Bye.
Bye. All right, K save everybody. There he is. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Let's see here. All right. Anybody else want to pop in? Just hit that link up there. Let's see where we at. Always Learning says, haha, no, it's all trucker stopping for my 30-minute break, eat snack, and listen in. Yeah, there you go. Peaches in Greece says, yo, I'm just chilling at home. Got to take the truck to TA tomorrow for inspection. Okay, hope all is well. Yeah, I recommend anytime you got a company that does an inspection, go get it inspected at the TA or the Loves first, and let them find whatever they need to find. Peaches and Grease again. Gary Bates, enjoy. LOL. Yeah, for Urination Station. That's Peaches and Grease video. Y'all go check her out. Jamie Pagano says at home. Me and Miss B are watching you on the big screen. Be safe, brother. All right, good deal. Watching on the big screen. Let's see who else is out here in the YouTube world. Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
What's up?
Oh, not much. Hauling freight and stacking cash.
So what you're saying is you're trucking and banking?
No,
No?
no. Hauling freight and stacking cash.
That's a new concept.
Uh,
Not heard of
yeah,
that.
yeah,
We
yeah.
like
It's my new
buzzwords.
thing.
We like buzzwords around here.
My new thing. I just steal everybody else's slogans and tweak them a little bit.
Yeah, I just mostly wanted to stop in and say Baba Booey. And I got a big
Okay.
announcement. I'm gonna probably do a live stream tomorrow, and a highly sought after, huge special guest possibly tomorrow.
Okay.
Just want to
Okay.
throw that out there. So you're not going to want to miss this one. We were just talking, conversing, and
I can only imagine. I can only imagine.
oh, come on, it's someone that's going to end up being a superstar on YouTube. So I'm happy to
Okay.
get in on the ground level.
Right.
This one. But yeah, I'm running a little bunk heater myself. Bunk heater, and the truck, and turn the reefer on high and run a hose back to the cab because it's damn cold. I tell you what, it's going to get real cold tonight.
What's real cold mean?
Like double digit below zero with an even more double digit below zero wind chill. So tomorrow's supposed to be even worse. It's supposed to be like 40 below wind chill in Wisconsin. So
Don't
yeah,
don't you book freight? Can't you get something going south?
it's warm down there. You don't want that.
I was saying there's a lot of room in the middle. Like
I like to be up in that area where you're risking losing body parts just by going outside.
oh, okay, yeah. That's when it's fun. I was putting on a hose on there a minute ago. I put this hose on my trailer. The one that the tire inflation system that goes from the hub to the valve stem. I put that on earlier. I was out there for about 8 minutes total. Was hating life by the 8th minute. So
As long as you got air in 3 out of the 4 super singles, you're fine. That fourth one, I mean, you meet the regulation. I'm just saying.
I mean, 3 out of 4 ain't bad. I think that's the old saying, ain't it? Like
That's like a Meatloaf song, isn't it?
I think it is. I think it is.
Yeah.
It's pretty sure it is. But yeah, what do you think about Schuster? Did you hear the Schuster rundown? What do you think?
I was asleep for the first part of it. I got to confess, but I woke up to that alert. Finally got the alarm. Woke up, jumped in, and yeah, I mean it's pretty interesting. That's like the exact kind of place we tell people to look for. Like
Right.
big enough that they got some resources, but small enough to like care that you don't die and stuff.
Yep.
It's like obviously you can know people on a first name basis and
Right.
get some
And yeah, exactly. Like they care if you get a paycheck at the end of the week. They care that you're alive. Basic things that some mega carriers don't care about. Like, most mega carriers have they have life insurance on you, and you're most of the time you're worth more dead than alive to them, honestly. So
yeah, that's no joke. That's no joke. They buy, they can buy what's called key man insurance too. A lot of companies do on their employees, especially the bigger up ones, the executives and stuff. They buy. I don't know if people knew that, but there's actually something you can buy on them called key man insurance in case they die. It'll pay you enough to replace however many people it takes to do their job.
yeah,
That's some of these places look at us as nothing more than a property. Sad.
I mean that's how I look at most people. Like
It's kind of how I look at myself. I asked my wife, I'm like, well, how much would it take to replace me in case I die? And she's like, well, I don't know, buy me some gardening tools, 6 pieces of gum, throw a Diet Mountain Dew in the fridge to remember you by, and we'll call it good.
I mean, make one of those watermelon Mountain Dews. Make it one of those. Yeah, I thought that's what you was drinking on over there.
They're hard to find. Dang, they're good.
Yeah, them bastards, man. They ain't got them here where I'm at. Heads up, by the way, the Loves in Eden, Ohio does not have water, so that's always fun. No water at the Loves.
How can they even be open? I thought the restaurant can't be open if no water, but I guess.
That's a good point. I don't know if Arby's is open or not. I didn't try it, but no bathrooms, no showers.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Not important. Not important. Not like we shower anyways, We're truck drivers.
That's true. It's from the months of like October to May, I really limited it about once a month, like it's too damn cold.
Yeah, you go outside wet and your hair freezes and breaks off. Look, I mean, it happened to you.
Yeah, in a weird pattern too. So So what's going on in DIY land? Seen that Friday video you put out yesterday. What's going on with the YouTube channel?
See the bags under my eyes? I just noticed that. Yeah, that's what's going on in my world. Not a lot of sleep these days.
Oh, okay. I thought that was normal. Hell, I rock that every day. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Uh, Pretty busy. You know, added a couple drivers. That's a new experience for me, and still trying to get some systems down and sorted out. It's going well. You know, they're doing good, and at some point, I think I'm gonna have to probably stay home and dispatch. Looking to maybe add a couple more. Undecided for the moment, but I got a lot going on. Been working with that guy I had on from Freight Connect. That's going very well. We're gonna do an update on that soon. I know I've gotten quite a few emails from people about asking about that. That's going well. So I'm really busy, but it's for a good reason. It's in a good way. So there's that. It's not like it's bad things are happening right now. So hopefully things hold up. Freight seems to be doing. It's doing what it does. It's doing pretty good. Overall for this time of year. Don't you think?
yeah, I'm enjoying it. So
Yeah.
what time is your epic live show tomorrow? You want to plug that?
Haven't figured it out yet. We just exchanged emails, and I'm working. I got loads to do overnights here, so I'll be mixing it in between driving and stuff. It'll probably be in the midday sometime if we can
Okay.
put it together. I'm hoping we can. So
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
yeah, I'll try to work it in between your first and seventh live stream of the day.
Right. Yeah. Just give me a heads up. I want to get my troll account polished up and
Yeah, and I'm gonna head and send you some pictures. I'm gonna need you to make me a thumbnail. So
okay. Okay.
I know you don't want to put your face on my body, but honestly, I don't think people are gonna know the difference. Uh,
Oh, wait. So I don't know. I could probably get you on, like, I could put your face on Oprah. She's pretty popular.
how about Phil Donahue?
Oh,
Anybody remember him?
anybody remember Phil Donahue?
We
Uh,
gotta go obscure, like maybe Arsenio Hall or the guy who used to chain smoke 10 packs. Martin Downey Jr. Is that who that was?
yeah. I
Yeah,
have no idea.
yeah. We gotta go obscure with that. But yeah, hopefully I think it'll be good if we can put it all together.
Okay. Good deal. Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's a big good one. Yeah. Just give me a heads up. Just give me a head. Let everybody know. Like, not just me, obviously, but so there you go, guys. DIY tomorrow, around noon. Epic live show. His live shows are more about quality. I'm more about quantity. So as how I do it, I don't know. I sit around, I get bored, you get a live show. That's how it works in my world.
yeah,
No plan.
I just wanted to come on your live stream and promote another live stream because that's in great
Yeah.
taste. I know you love that.
Yeah, I love that.
What happens? This one isn't on at the same time as yours.
That's the key. I don't mind, and number one, if it's your live show and you want to come on and promote it, that's cool. Got nothing against that, as long as it's yours. And as long as you're not gonna, like, go live like right now, I'm okay with it. But
No, we're good. So,
that overlapping, like, I'm not cool with that. But yeah, so happy everything's growing over there in DIY land.
Yeah.
I think I had someone throw out the speculation that I'm one of the people that you hired the other day. I thought that was an interesting take on it.
You weren't supposed to tell anybody about that.
I just, it happened. 18-wheeler with a $5 super chat says, hi, Cash, had DIY. What's your thoughts on the Mack truck 2016 to 2018?
Oh, I just so happened to have bought a 2015 CXU 613 with the MP8 motor and the M Drive 12-speed transmission, and I lease purchased it to a guy, and at this point, I'm wishing I would have kept it for myself. We love that truck. It is doing phenomenal. The fuel mileage it's good. It's not what you're getting, obviously, but he loves that truck. I don't think I could pry him out of it with a crowbar. And I just, the little I drove it, test driving it and driving it home, I really liked it. I had never driven a clutchless automatic before. Didn't think I would like it, but it's natural. It just feels natural. And he says it's real easy, backing into docks and stuff. It's not like some of these guys you hear where they got to get the RPM screaming, and to back up and move a thing. It does what it's supposed to do. No emissions problems so far. It's got this one in particular had a electric APU on it. What's that called?
Idle free
APU. There you go. Had to put new batteries in that and get that working, but he's very happy with it. And I tell you what, when it comes time, if Big Orange here ever needs to go to the scrapyard, I'll probably be looking at something like that for myself. And the prices on those things are great. Bought it with just over 400,000 miles on it for $38,000, which was pretty doggone reasonable. So I got the entire maintenance history on it. It was just mileage wise, it would have still been under warranty, but it was timed out because it was just over the 5 years. So really liking it and interested to see how it goes. Little heavier than this truck, about 1,000 pounds heavier than my Columbia. He can scale 44,000 pounds on a reefer full of fuel, so that's respectable. It's got 120 gallon tanks on it. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. And also, I think the Mack Anthem is the sexiest truck on the road. That's just my opinion. But take it for what it's worth.
Have you seen the Volvo VNR?
No, what's that? Which one?
It's the 13-liter Freightliner with that little flat, stubby front on it.
Yeah.
Volvo makes one of those. It's called the VNR. Got a short little nose on it. I seen one yesterday when I was getting loaded up there in Minnesota. Guy had one. It's the new style Volvo, just really, really stub nosed.
That MP8 is basically a 13-liter. Man, that thing is a beast to pulling, and that it's got a engine brake and a transmission brake, and that thing, if you're going down a hill with a load on, and you put that transmission, it's like a transmission retarder type. I don't know what their word for it is. He's read the owner's manual, not me, but he says if you're cresting a mountain, put the engine brake on and that transmission restrictor. No matter just about what, he hasn't come to a hill yet where you even have to touch the brakes on the way down that hill. He says half the time you'll be getting towards the bottom of the hill, you'll be going slower than when you started. I'm like, that's impressive. Yeah. That's impressive right there. But it's got one hell of a braking system on it as far as that goes. I'm thinking that'd save a lot of brake pads,
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's good to hear. So you would be a fan of that then? I
like them. I've always been intrigued by them and never had one, never driven one. Then I was looking for a truck and I saw that one. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to try it. I'm just going to pull the trigger because I don't want a Cummins. They've been around a long time, but their fuel efficiency just isn't where it should be after being around all these years. I don't want an International. I'm not a huge fan of the PACCAR motors. Everybody I know that's had one is spun a bearing right around that 500,000 mile mark. I'm not saying it happens to all of them. I just know 5 people that it's happened to. And that leaves Freightliner in Detroit and the Mack or Volvo pretty much. And this Mack that I found was about 15,000-ish, comparable to a Cascadia. For the same miles, it was about $15,000 cheaper. And I checked it out from front to back, and it met the criteria. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try it. What do I got to lose?
Right.
If I end up, if I would have financed it and kept it for myself, the payment would be like $700 a month on a truck with 400,000 miles. I'm like, people pay more than that for a damn pickup truck, and the pickup truck don't make them a penny. So I'm like, screw it, I'm just gonna try it, and I'm glad I did. So that's that.
Okay. K Save says K Save with a 4.99 super chat says the VNR is the new version of his truck. The mid roof first gens were 610. Second gen 630, 630 transformed into VNR. Okay. Yeah, that truck may have had a fairing on the top. To be honest with you, I was dealing with something else. I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention, but it was a full 13.6 high, but I didn't look at the truck. The only thing I noticed was when I backed in beside him, that super snub nose, and then I was like, I've never seen a VNR, so but okay, so that's I don't know, pretty interesting looking truck. I could dig it. I could dig it.
Yeah, I would bet it's considerably lighter than its counterpart, you know, the V&L. But
Yep. That's how those work sometimes. Oh, let's see. Let me get to some comments here. We're so far behind. I'm gonna move ahead on the comments a little bit because we're gonna be so far behind. Um, Angelica Jane says I'll be watching your live DIY. Get some rest.
there you go.
Brian Brock says thanks, Philip Ho. Hoping to stay away from big mega carriers, but you got to start somewhere. That's true. That's true. But you don't always have to start at the mega carriers. And if I've skipped past your comment and you want me to read a comment, just repost it because those comments are from so far behind. You know, a lot of them wouldn't make any sense. Rick in the house. Rick says just reading about Abilene website. Their pay seems low and their equipment seems old, with an average of 36 months. Um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's 36 months old.
It's funny that we live in a trucking world where 36 months is old. I mean, people used to keep trucks till they just couldn't keep them no more. That's how the trucking industry used to go. And I know that was before CSA and before this and before that. But people starting off in trucking today, I mean, it's like, hey, back in my day, we walked uphill to school both ways. You know, I'm not trying to sound like that, but these trucks today are like a glorified motorhome. You know,
Yeah.
first one I
Yeah. No,
started, you know, you got to put a blanket over your legs to keep from freezing your legs while you're going down the road. You know, laying down to put your pants on in the cab over. A lot of people don't, you know, remember those days.
right.
You know,
Yeah. I mean, I guess 36 months average age is kind of getting a little old, I guess, you know, for a big company. Um, the way the big companies maintain a lot of stuff, yeah. Um, I don't know about their pay though. Abilene, Abilene out of Virginia, you know what they're talking
no, I thought they were out of
about.
Texas.
Mm, I don't know. The one that Swift doesn't Swift own Abilene,
I don't know.
green trucks and whatnots.
Oh, that.
Let's see.
Yeah.
What's that?
So I think there's more than one Abilene. I was probably thinking of a different one.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. Philip Trucker says, as a starter, they are not bad. I have a buddy that's been there for a few years. Okay, yeah, I don't know how independently they operate from Swift, but Peaches in Greece says at Angelica Jane, hey, thanks, glad you like it. And yeah, I've been catching some weather reports and drone footage of the aftermath closures, rolling closures in Wyoming. Yeah, that's no fun. That's no fun. 18 wheeler, thanks for the info on the Mac. I've been looking at buying one. Is cheaper too. Yeah, those Macs. People aren't searching for them. I guess they're that's why
They're
they're
basic.
cheaper.
They're a basic truck. You know, are they going to be as comfortable and plush as a Volvo? No, absolutely not. Or a brand new, you know, Peterbilt? No, they're not. But you know, I've always thought too. There's a reason why 90% of the vocational trucks are Max. They're just tough as nails. You know, the logging
Yeah.
trucks and milk trucks and all of them you see are Max. It's people run those for a reason, I think.
Let's see. Rick N says for starter company, 36 months with crap pay is old. Okay, what's crap pay? Let's see. And if it's the Abilene I'm thinking of, if they're owned by Swift, that could have something to do with it too. I'd be surprised though if that's a company that's owned by Swift would be running trucks that are average 36 months old. That's a little old for them.
Yeah.
Let's see. Where was I at? Alexandra says like, share, and subscribe. Yes, thank you, Alexandra, for coming in, letting us know about Schuster. Rick N says they are in Virginia. Okay, that's the one I'm thinking of, the one out in Virginia. Victor Diaz, King and DIY, is there a site or app to help you out with what to bid on a load? Warehousing.
Yeah, there is. The best ones you'll pay for. I mean, Sonar has some stuff out there. I'm getting that as part of my Freight Connect thing there, what I'm paying for. But you can look on the 15 or 30-day history, but that stuff, that information, I don't like it one bit, because one, it's manipulated, and two, it's old. It's not current like they say it is. It's absolutely not. And when you have TQL posting the same load 7 different cities 7 different ways, that skews the rate. They're posting it from here to here and it's 800 miles, and then they're posting the same load for the same money over here and it's 1,200 miles. Well, that affects the rate now, doesn't it? So
Yep.
It's that information from DAT, as far as I'm concerned, it's the guideline, but horribly inaccurate.
Yeah, the best way to learn the rates, or keep track of the rates yourself. Learn the lanes. If the broker will give you more money on it, the lane's worth more. It's kind of how I look at it. Your research and your knowledge is better than anything out there. Because to me, and I'm not knocking DAT because all the load boards do it, but they play both sides of the fence. They're the driver's best friend.
Yeah.
There's the dispatcher's best friend. They're the broker's best friend. How can you be everyone's best friend? Like at some point you're going to put one ahead of the other.
And guess who's going to get first? The people with the money.
Exactly. Imagine that.
TQL and CH Robinson. It ain't going to be me and you.
Right. Yeah. Oh, wait. You're saying because I pay $59.99 for Trucker's Edge every month, I'm not their best customer?
I'm thinking no.
Oh, son of a bastard! I thought I was. Oh well. But yeah, that's a good point right there. Like, number one, where's the information coming from? Number two, how old is it? When was it available? Yeah, you got it. You got it right. It's a guideline. It's a guideline.
Yeah. I mean, there ain't a lot out there that is, one, that you can trust, and two, that's favorable to us. Whatever.
Yep. Very true. Very true. Let's see. Let me get back to some comments here. Driving with John says, sorry, DIY will not be able to go to your live tomorrow, but appreciate your confidence in it confidence in me. Okay.
Who's that? Who said that?
Driving with John.
Oh, you can come on too, Driving with John. Well, you know what? We should get Driving with John on there. He's a nice guy. He's got a lot to say. I check out his videos. That's the channel.
I do not. I'm not familiar with Driving with John. I have to look him up.
Yeah, that's a channel right there.
Okay. Paul Harris says Abilene is owned by Knight and independent. Knight purchased Swift. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I thought Swift owned Abilene, and then Knight bought Swift. So maybe I got that backwards. But Rick N says 39 cents a mile. Is that with experience, or is that starting out? 39 cents a mile is a little low, but I mean, fresh out of school, that might be acceptable. But like if you've got that year of experience, like I mean, look at like Schuster there, 50 cents a mile with 1 year of experience.
Wow.
I mean, you know, and that's before the bonus. If you get the 5-cent bonus for making your deliveries on time and not tearing up their equipment, 5 cents on all miles for the month.
Guess you
So
don't
now
have
you're.
to at a mega carrier to make good money, do you?
It's actually quite the opposite. If you want to make good money, you don't work. But yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, if you keep your bonus and over there 1 year of experience, you're 56 cents a mile with a five, with the bonus. Like, uh, that's pretty good. Like
Real money.
I wondered how long. Just I'm gonna call JB Hunt tomorrow, and I'm gonna say, hey JB Hunt, how many years of experience do I need to make 56 cents a mile?
I don't know if their top pay is that much, is it?
Probably. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna call them tomorrow and ask just to see. But
In
yeah,
all
probably.
fairness, oh, go ahead.
My guess is gonna be about a solid decade. They'll be like, yeah, you come over here and drive for 10 years, we'll give you 56 cents a mile.
In all fairness, I hate to encourage somebody to go somewhere just for what they're going to make per mile, because there's so much more to it than that. If I
Yep.
got great health insurance, if I got somebody that cares about getting me home when I want to be home, if I'm home every weekend, or get to go where I want to go and do what I want to do, there's a certain amount of money less that I'll make, not to be treated like
Yeah.
a piece of property. I worked for a place I messed with them on and off for going on 20 years now, that I would go back to in a heartbeat if I had to be a company driver. And I think their top pay is 54 cents a mile, just because I know
Right.
how things work. And when you say, I want to go home this weekend. Well, you're home this weekend. And then they say, when do you want to leave out again? If you say
Yeah.
5 days from now, it's not a problem. It's like, that's kind of
Right.
how things should be,
Yeah, I kind of feel that way, but then I'm like, yeah, you can beat me like a redheaded stepchild for the right amount of money. Like.
Yeah, life's too short, man.
Swamp Girl says, hey, I'm in Michigan playing in the snow. There you go. Let's see. Grumpy Trucker. I own a 99 Century with an N14 engine. I refuse to get rid of it. Yeah, we've all been there. We've all had those trucks. We've all had those trucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm about ready to hop off of here. I appreciate everybody coming in. Thanks for coming in, DIY.
Yeah, we'll do it again. See you tomorrow, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm maybe going to do an open thing too, where people can drop in. We'll see. I got to check with my valuable guests and see how long they can stay, hopefully for the whole thing, but we'll
Good deal.
we'll see. Yeah.
Good deal.
All right.
Good luck to you.
Yep. See ya.
Bye. Thanks for coming in, everybody. I'm going to hop off here. I'm getting really tired really quick, and I'm going to go here and see if they got the shower available and get a shower and get out of here. Thanks, everybody, for coming in. Sorry we didn't get to all the comments, but I do appreciate everybody coming in. Hit that like button for me if you could on the way out, and take care of each other. Bye.